Hello everybody, Dalton Neal here. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Today I'll be talking about stage screens. Let's head on over to ProPresenter. Let's get this thing started off right here. Up here, where it says ProPresenter, if you click that, hit Settings, and then Screens, you'll have this window pop up and it'll say Configure Screens. Now, with that being said, you can see where we have our main output going to our main audience screens. So for example, how we do this is we actually run out HDMI, which goes to a splitter, which splits to two screens for us. And that's how everybody sees as far as the congregation or the church sees it, is from those two screens. Now we have our live stream set up through what's called OBS. So that means that it siphons over directly, connects to OBS, and OBS just sends out our live stream look. Now, our stage area here, we can get into the other one later, but right now I want to do stage screen. Stage screens here, you'll see it says Avery's Room AirPlay. We are not physically connected to this screen. It is actually done over Wi-Fi. How that is if you go to your settings, go to displays, there should be, if everything works correctly, of course it's technology, but if you hit that plus or arrow, it'll bring up mirror or extend to, for example, Avery's Room. You click that, it'll pop up Avery's Room. Now then, that is how you get to put on a stage screen. Another way you can do it is if you hit Screens in the top left-hand corner and configure screens. With that being said, that's how you would get both ways directed to that, okay? If you go down here to where under our main preview area and you hit we have what's on live stream right now, so we're going to go from live stream to stage screen. This right here is what I have made just as a example here. If you go down here right underneath the stage area, this little guy behind the pulpit, it looks like, it says stage screen, and you can actually select what screen you want to choose. So if I click this one, you'll see where it goes to that. But let's say I wanted to do this one right here where the time is there. You have 30 minutes to speak, talking to the speaker. We have our main output, our live stream, our stage screen. All of that is on that one thing. I actually created this one. ProPresenter will give you a lot of things that you can throw on there, but just as because I'm trying to keep it under a short amount of time for you guys, I'm not going to go into all that. I am going to go back to my blank one here. Now, if you go up top to the left-hand corner again, you'll see where it says Show, Edit, Reflow, Bible, and More. Those three dots, if you click those, you'll have a drop-down menu. It's going to say Theme Editor, Stage Editor, CCLI Editor, Props Editor, Mask Editor. We're going to go to Stage Editor. So now, I created this a little bit, maybe 10 minutes ago, just as an example, but I'm going to create a new one, and we're going to use a blank one. Like I said, they give you a lot of them right here, but we're just going to create a blank one. I want to have a text box in here, and I want it to say something like, I want to say speaker timer. I'm going to put it into the middle here, wherever the middle is. Speaker timer. But I want that to be over to the side, because what I'm wanting to do here is I'm wanting to put the time for the speaker right here. So I'm going to go in here, add timers, speaker timer. I'm going to configure this down here, but I don't want hours on hours. Don't want milliseconds. I just want the minutes and the seconds. But I do want to make that a little bit bigger here. We're going to make our box bigger so we can make that time just a little bit bigger. We're going to put it all the way over, go to 60 with it. So now what's going to happen, and I'll bring it up about midway there. That way they can kind of see it a little bit better. I'm going to make it a little bold. This is however you want to customize. I'm going to make a pretty basic one here, some text. This is the current slide. I want it pretty. I'm going to do it all the way across like you had seen earlier. Go up a little bit here. Add in the next slide, the text box for that one. There we go. But I also want to add the actual system clock. So I'm going to take this down here. I'm going to make this pretty big because what happens is sometimes a service can, I'm not going to say get away from us, but a lot of times people wonder what time it is and they can say, yeah, well, I got about 10 more minutes speaking. Give me plenty of time. Give me some more time. Give me some more time. And that right there lets the people know, hey, he's trying to wrap it up. Okay, because you don't want to make it to where it's always convenient for everybody, because sometimes it's not going to be. When God's moving, time really just flies out the window for you. But at other times, things like this are really good. But I'm going to name this TPAL Pro because I feel like a pro. So we're going to hit show here. Now we're going to go back down here to our stage area, and instead of being on this blank one, we're going to go to TPAL Pro. As you can see, we have our speaker timer, 30 minutes, the current time, 10:11 a.m. And if I click this, you'll see where our first slide is playing right here. Our second slide is down here. But let's edit it a little bit more to where they can see, hey, you know, what is that underneath it? If I go down here, just like you see in this one, how they kind of have this in a different color, they can see it a little bit better. They know, hey, that's the next one to come. We're kind of going to do the same thing. We're going to go here. We're going to edit the color. We're going to make it red. And we're going to make it a bold. We're going to make it huge. So that way they know, hey, that's the next one, and boom, it automatically applies it. But that is technically how you would make a stage screen. I'm going to take this back to our live stream and stuff like that. But as you can see there, that is how you set a stage screen up and everything. It's pretty simple. Hope this helps you guys out.